Hello, my name is Max. I was the team manager for this project, and today we're talking about the solution of the project. Once the cars were machined by Demne, we conducted testing and analysis on them to identify the right car before any final touches. For this, we set up a mock track in the gym. This consisted of a nylon string held down by some weights, our starting mechanism, and some soft fabric to stop the cars at the end of the track. We then raced them along the gym floor to get a rough running time of the cars. We raced and compared two cars against each other and then made specific changes on the cars depending on their times. This resulted in an overall car that had the fastest time. The testing also included putting the cars through a virtual wind tunnel. Once our final cars were machined, we then had to get them painted. It was decided to have it done by a professional, but unfortunately this plan fell through and we ended up painting it ourselves. The process involves spraying the cars with several coats of primer, then going over the primer with a very lightweight paint called Tamiya acrylic paint. This paint is used on RC model cars and is made up from very small particles, so it seemed only fitting. By doing this ourselves, we had the opportunity to weigh the cars after each coat to get them to the ideal weight of 54.5 grams. The reason we wanted it so light was because of Newton's second law. The acceleration of a body is parallel and directly proportional to the net force acting on the body. It is in the direction of the net force and is inversely proportional to the mass of the body, i.e. F equals ma. As the force is constant by the CO2 cartridge in the back of the car and our acceleration has to be as high as possible, the weight of the car has to be as low as possible. We had to have two cars that looked and weighed exactly the same for this project, so being able to do it ourselves and weigh them correctly was a big plus. Once cars were all done, we then included a copy of the car as an IAM assembly drawing. This included dimensions next to their corresponding rule. This helped us to make sure no rules were broken. We also had to include the whole design process as presented today, both in our verbal presentations and our portfolio.